Hi all, Jane here with Healthy Lifestyles, and today we're going to be talking all about proper footwear when it comes to reaching our health and fitness goals. So let's lace up those athletic shoes and let's get started. Tip number 1, know your fit. If you haven't been measured in quite some time, take this opportunity to go down to your local running store, sports store, or shoe department and ask a sales associate to measure your foot. When you're getting fitted, try to get fitted at the end of the day or after you've already exercised because your feet have already swelled. So your shoes might be a little bit more snug if you get fitted earlier in the day versus at the end of the day. Tip number 2 is to allow 1 to 1.5 centimeters of space between the end of your toe to the end of your shoe. This is about a finger width's length of space from, like I mentioned, the end of your toe to the end of the shoe. And this will account for swelling, it will account for movement, and it will prevent from your toes banging up against the top of the shoe, which can lead to bruised toes, chronic pain, and all that uncomfortable stuff that we want to avoid. Tip number 3, be mindful about what activities you're going to be doing within your athletic shoes. For example, you're not going to buy weightlifting shoes and run a half marathon in them. So be mindful, right? You want to make sure that you're buying shoes that are going to reflect the types of activities that you're going to be doing. So if you're unsure, ask the sales associate what types of activities can be done within each specific shoe. And that way you're going to know ahead of time before the purchase that you're going to be satisfied with the types of movements that can be done within that shoe. So for example, if you plan to walk and run, maybe you want to play pickleball, maybe you want to take a few fitness classes at the rec center, maybe you want to lift, but you're not married to one specific activity within your shoe, ask the sales associate about cross-training shoes or well-rounded shoes so that you can participate in the activities that you want to and be satisfied with the shoe. Tip number 4, it's all about support, yeah. It's all about support. Make sure that your shoes are comfortable and supportive, that they provide stability and they encourage you to wear them. So make sure that they are comfortable. That is key. And a part of comfort is making sure that they're wide enough for your foot or that they're narrow enough for your foot. And the width of your shoe can greatly impact the amount of support that you're going to feel along your arch. So if you don't have arch support, or you're not feeling the arch support in the correct place, or it's digging into your arch, maybe it's time to rethink your fit. Tip number 5, replacement and rotation. Just like you change the tires on your car, we have to change our shoes, especially when you start feeling your feet or your legs or your knees or your hips or your lower back all start to ache. It's time to replace our shoes. If you don't, then it's going to cause chronic pain and discomfort, and eventually it could lead to injury. So we want to avoid that at all costs. Experts say to replace your athletic shoes every 400 to 500 miles. Now, if you're someone who's extremely active and who's putting in those miles pretty religiously, so let's say you're running 5 miles a day, 5 days a week, you're gonna hit that 400 to 500 miles much quicker than someone who's only running maybe 3 to 5 miles a week. So just be conscious of how your body's feeling, be intuitive about how your body's feeling. Hope you found these tips and tricks helpful when you're finding proper footwear for your movement goals. It's all about finding what's comfortable for you. So have fun and get moving. Thanks guys, have the best day. Say bye.